In this video, I'm going to be going over my top 10 most fun cards to be using right now in NBA 2K23 My Team as we come to an end of Season 7, going into Season number 8. I just wanted to get you guys my top 10 most fun cards in the game right now, cards that I really enjoy using, I think can be very fun for my personal playstyle and just my preference. Obviously going to be a lot of bias in this top 10 because I'm not saying these are the top 10 most fun cards in the game for everybody. It's just going to be the top 10 most fun cards in the game for me. So that's why I'm saying, let me know in the comment section down below your guys' top 10 fun cards, guys you just have fun with. Maybe it doesn't have to be a top 10, but just the cards you guys enjoy using the most. I like to do these videos every couple of weeks, hear from you guys, see what cards you guys are having fun with, and you guys can see maybe you want to take some of the cards that I use and I enjoy, and you can maybe find them fun as well. Because at the end of the day, especially once you get to this late in my team, we're almost in July, it more so just comes down to actually using the cards to have fun. I'm not so focused on the meta anymore like I used to be earlier in the year and especially last year. I just want to have fun playing the game, and these are the cards that I have the most fun using, especially in Unlimited. So coming in at the number 10 spot, not going to be so much ranked in order, just the top 10 cards that I've been having fun with the most in general will sort of be in a ranking, but not really focused too much on the order. So at number 10, and this is only mainly because he's a Raptor and my favorite team is the Toronto Raptors, is Grady Dick, because we drafted him and he's got a card in my team and he's actually pretty good. He's 6'8" at shooting guard, 7-foot wingspan. He's a good enough card where he can play in game. It's not just because like the Raptors drafted him and I'm a big Raptors fan. It's not just because of that. He's actually a really good shooting guard. He's 6'8" at the 2, has an elite level jump shot with the KCP base, Vince Carter upper on very quick timing. He's got the tray fade, he's got great dribble sigs, he's got the quick chops off one, he's got the front clutches, he can score at a high level, and I just think he's a really fun shooting guard to use. But once again, a lot of bias in that because he got drafted by the Raptors, and I do like the Raptors. So coming in at the number 9 spot, no, this isn't based anything in the NBA. I just think this card in my team is really fun to use, and that is the Dark Matter Star Thompson. He gets some of the craziest dunk packages in the game. If you guys watch my gameplay on this card when he first came out, he did his like first dunk in the clutch time game, and this man went for some like 360 between the legs windmill dunk and made it, and I was like, what the absolute like was that? And then he started doing that more and more in the clutch time game, and then I started using this card more and more. And for whatever reason, he just gets some of the craziest dunk packages in the game. And that's mainly because he's got like the Vince Carter, he's got like the Shaq, the Zion, you know, the MJ. So he's going to get those crazy dunk packages like the Clyde Drexler, right? He has Clyde. Yeah, because I know Clyde gets some crazy animations, and he's just a really fun card to use overall. He's a good shooting guard, not to say that he's some top tier shooting guard in the game, but he's really fun to use. He's athletic, he's quick, he can jump out the gym, and I think if you're looking for a fun rim running shooting guard, I think Asar Thompson, in my opinion, one of the most fun cards to be using. At the number 8 spot is going to be Luka Doncic, for the complete opposite reason as Asar Thompson. Asar is about his rim running ability, those crazy dunks, and just overall being athletic, and Luka Doncic is more so on the perimeter, right? 3 hunting with this card, creating space at the 3-point line. He's got such a good jump shot. One of my favorite releases in the game with the KPJ base, Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing is such a fun jump shot to use. It's quick, it's easy to time, it's really good off the dribble. He's got the tray fade, the tray dribble sig, so he moves like a crazy small guard in game. Also does have the quick drops off one and the front clutches, so you can still drive to the basket. And yeah, all around Luka Doncic, one of the best point guards in the game, and I think all around the most fun point guard, at least one of the most fun point guards to be using. At the number 7 spot, I did want to put at least one center card, like actual center, because I do find Mark Eden really fun to use in game because of his defense. He gets tons of snatch block animations, and those are always fun and exciting once you do get in game. He gets a lot of block shots. He's crazy good offensively, you know, on the offensive board, so he grabs a lot of rebounds, and I think I wanted to include at least one, maybe 2 center cards in here. So I think Mark Eden, for me personally, is one of the most fun centers to use. Obviously there's Manute Bol, there's Yao Ming, there's Rick Smith, and those are the best centers. And Mark Eden, I just think is a lot more fun because of his animations on the defensive end, and a card that I've been having a lot of fun using in game with his defense and his size. But coming in at the number 6 spot, this just comes down to the fact that Russell Westbrook is probably my second or third favorite player all time. So I really do like Russ, and that's why I like using his invincible card in the game when I get the chance to. And if you guys maybe watched me on Twitch earlier in the year when I used to stream a lot, or maybe even, you know, last year, I use Russell Westbrook cards a lot. I use this Galaxy Opal one pretty much, like, he came out when February 23rd. I probably used him for like a good month or two I use this card for a while because he's such a good rim running guard, and he's amazing at getting to the paint, and he gets some of the craziest animations in the game when we're talking about layups, especially on that previous Galaxy Opal version, and also his Pink Diamond Trophy case from earlier in the year. So Russell Westbrook, a really fun rim running guard, a guy that can get to the basket. He gets some of the craziest dunk packages, and like I said, it just comes down to bias. He's my second or third favorite player all time, and I do like using this card a ton in my team. At the number 5 spot is going to be invincible Steph Curry. Because of Steph Curry, and he's just such a fun point guard to be using, because shooting threes with Curry, I don't think will ever be topped in my team. Like, I'm not even a Curry fan, I'm a LeBron fan, so if anything, I should hate Steph Curry, but I just think it's so fun to use him in game, because shooting threes with him, I don't know, like, he just feels so much like a Steph Curry card, where some of these other cards in game that are now releasing don't really feel like them actually in real life, right? But when you get to use Steph Curry, you get to use Russell Westbrook, it sort of feels like you're actually using the cards from, you know, real life in the NBA. Russ being that super fast athletic guard, great at getting to the rim and getting great dunk packages, right, dunking on people. And then you got Curry, who's shooting threes, right, has his own jump shot, has his own dribble stigs, and it just feels like a Steph Curry card. And I feel like those guys are some of the most fun cards to be using. So I do have Steph Curry at number 5. At number 4, I do have the Radiant TMac, just because this card is so overpowered at the shooting guard position, and he's a fairly cheap price, so a lot of people can afford him. It's not the invincible one, it's not endgame Kevin Durant, because those cards are expensive, or at least more expensive than this version. So I do think he's an affordable shooting guard that is really fun to use in game. He's 6'7" or 6'8" at the 2, 7'2" wingspan, still has a really good jump shot with the KPJ base, Oscar Robertson upper on quick timing, is still one of my favorite jump shots in the game. So really like T-Mac as a 3 hunter, can drive to the paint, and still all around is a top tier shooting guard. Coming in at the number 3 spot, you guys have probably heard me talk about this card since he dropped on June 22nd. So what is that now? 7 days ago. So about a week ago, right? On Thursday is when this card dropped. You guys probably have heard me talk about this card a ton. He's been in like every single ranking video, every single squad builder, because I do think he's a top tier point guard in the game, and he's only about 20,000 MT, and he's such a fun point guard to use as well. He's a card that's got a great jump shot. I really like the D Rose base. Like, that's why I love Don Ole, because of his jump shot. I like the Galaxy Opal, or I like the Pink Diamond Derrick Rose from earlier in the year. I just really like Derrick Rose's base. Like, I like Stephon Marbury, his diamond card, because of that exact same reason. And I do like his jump shot a ton with the Curry upper on very quick timing. And then just like his brother, and just like his twin brother, Asar Thompson, he's also going to have those crazy overpowered dunk packages, and he does get really good animations at driving to the basket. But then coming in at the number 2 spot, once again, like I said, I'm a LeBron fan, so you guys definitely know I'm a LeBron fan with how I do be ranking him. But yeah, LeBron, 6'9" at shooting guard, 7' wingspan. I think he's a top tier card in the game. That's not solely the reason why I think LeBron, I just want to say that the reason why I rank LeBron high on list or tier list or shooting guard list or whatever I do rank him, I'm not saying it just because I'm a LeBron fan and I really do like using his card. It's actually because that's where I think he ranks, me personally, you know, in the top 10 or in a shooting guard tier list or wherever. That's just where I actually think he ranks. But then I also do have a lot of bias for him, in the sense that that's why he's one of my favorite cards to use. But that's not the reason why I personally, and you can disagree with that, but I'm just saying that's not the reason why I, you know, put him in my, you know, higher up on a tier list or a ranking. But I do think he's one of the most fun cards used in the game for me personally. Just really enjoy using his cards. But then coming in at the number 1 spot, it's invincible Victor Wembanyama. I mean, if you want to include his next card in here as well, I mean, it's just so fun to use Victor. He's 7'5" at small forward, 8' wingspan, probably the best player model in the game. His animations are just so ridiculous. Like, the card, man, if you use this invincible, it's just so fun to use him. So I do think he's going to be my most fun card in my team right now. But let me know in the comment section down below, like I said earlier, what cards you guys enjoy using the most right now going into season number 8. Let me know that down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.